Redundant. The report was filled with redundant details that added no value.
多余的
Refine. The company aims to refine its products to meet higher standards.
提炼改善
Reflective. The water was so still, it was highly reflective, like a mirror.
反射的
Refreshment. We took a break for some refreshments after the meeting.
精力恢复茶点点心
Refund. She requested a refund after the item arrived damaged.
退款偿还
Regardless. She continued with her plans regardless of the weather.
不关心注意的
Regime. The regime changed after the revolution.
政体政权
Rehearsal. The actors had one final rehearsal before the play.
排练
Reinforce. The teacher used examples to reinforce the lesson.
强化
Relevant. Her comments were relevant to the topic we were discussing.
有关的
Reliance. Her reliance on her friends helped her through tough times.
信赖依靠
Relish. He relished the opportunity to travel abroad.
滋味品尝
Remainder. He finished the remainder of his work before the deadline.
剩余物
Removal. The removal of the old furniture made the room feel spacious.
移去
Renaissance. The Renaissance was a period of cultural rebirth in Europe.
新生文艺复兴
Render. The artist rendered the landscape in beautiful colors.
使成为付给提出
Renowned. The scientist was renowned for her groundbreaking research.
有名的
Rental. The rental for the apartment is due at the end of the month.
租金租赁
Repress. He tried to repress his anger during the meeting.
抑制
Resemblance. There is a strong resemblance between the two brothers.
相似
Reservoir. The reservoir supplies water to the entire city.
蓄水库
Residential. The neighborhood is mainly a quiet residential area.
居住的
Resistant. The fabric is resistant to water.
抵抗的
Resolute. She remained resolute in her decision despite opposition.
坚决的
Respective. The two teams returned to their respective sides of the field.
各自的
Restoration. The restoration of the old building took several years.
恢复重建
Restraint. He showed great restraint in not responding to the insults.
抑制
Retail. The shop focuses on retail rather than wholesale.
零售
retaliate. They retaliated after the unfair treatment.
报复
Retrieve. He managed to retrieve his lost files from the computer.
重获挽回
Revelation. The news was a revelation to everyone.
揭示显示
Revenue. The company's revenue increased by 10% last year.
收入
Revival. The revival of the economy brought new hope.
苏醒重振
Rhetoric. The politician's speech was full of rhetoric but lacked substance.
修辞
Rhythmic. The rhythmic sounds of the drums filled the air.
有节奏的
Ridicule. They ridiculed his idea during the meeting.
嘲笑
Rigorous. The training program was rigorous and required great discipline.
严格的
Riot. The protest turned into a riot after nightfall.
暴乱喧闹
Rite. The rite of passage into adulthood varies among cultures.
仪式
Ritual. They followed the same morning ritual every day.
仪式的
Rivalry. The rivalry between the two companies has been ongoing for years.
竞争
Rotate. The Earth rotates on its axis once every 24 hours.
旋转轮流
Rotation. The Earth's rotation around its axis takes 24 hours.
旋转轮流
Royalty. She was fascinated by the history of European royalty.
王位皇族
Ruby. She wore a ring with a large ruby in the center.
红宝石
Safeguard. Laws are in place to safeguard the environment.
保护
Saloon. They went to the saloon after work to relax.
交谊厅酒吧
Salvation. They believed that salvation was the key to eternal life.
拯救
Sanction. The government imposed sanctions on the company for violating regulations.
认可制裁
Sanctuary. The church offered sanctuary to those seeking shelter.
教堂庇护所
Sane. Despite the stress, she remained sane throughout the ordeal.
神智正常的健全的
Sanitation. Good sanitation is essential to prevent the spread of diseases.
公共卫生
Scenic. We took a scenic route through the mountains.
风景的戏剧的
Scope. The scope of the project was much larger than expected.
范围领域
Script. She memorized the script for her role in the play.
笔记脚本
Sector. The financial sector is booming this year.
扇形部分
Seduce. The advertisement tried to seduce customers with flashy images.
诱惑
Selective. He is very selective about the books he reads.
有选择性的
Seminar. The professor led a seminar on climate change.
研讨班专题研讨会
Senator. The senator introduced a new bill to the committee.
参议员
Sentimental. He is sentimental about his childhood memories.
多情的
Sequence. The sequence of events led to unexpected outcomes.
连续后果
Serene. The lake was serene in the early morning light.
安详的平静的
Serenity. She felt a sense of serenity while meditating.
晴朗平静
Serving. He had a second serving of dessert.
服务食物一份
Session. The conference session lasted for 2 hours.
会议开庭讲习班
Setback. The project suffered a major setback due to funding issues.
挫折
Sewer. The city's sewer system was damaged during the flood.
污水管下水道
Shed. They stored the tools in the garden shed.
棚
Sheer. The sheer size of the building was impressive.
全然的十足地
Shilling. He paid 10 shillings for the book in the 1960s.
先令
Shoplift. He was caught trying to shoplift a pair of shoes.
在商店内顺手牵羊
Shrewd. He made a shrewd business decision that saved the company.
精明的狡猾的
Shun. She tends to shun large crowds due to anxiety.
躲开
Siege. The castle was under siege for several months.
围攻
Signify. A red traffic light signifies that you must stop.
表示意味着
Silicon. Silicon is widely used in the production of microchips.
细
Simplicity. The simplicity of the design made it very attractive.
简单朴素
Simplify. We need to simplify the process to make it more efficient.
简化
Simultaneous. The broadcast was simultaneous in multiple countries.
同步的
Skeptical. She was skeptical of the company's claims about the new product.
怀疑的
Skim. She skimmed through the report to get the main points.
略过浏览
Slang. Teenagers often use slang that adults don't understand.
俚语
Slash. He slashed the prices to attract more customers.
砍，鞭打。
Slavery. Slavery was abolished in many parts of the world in the 19th century.
奴隶身份，奴役。
Slot. He inserted a coin into the slot to start the machine.
狭缝，投币口。
Slum. He grew up in the city's poorest slum.
贫民窟。
Smack. She gave him a smack on the cheek for being rude.
国巴掌，响吻。
Smallpox. Smallpox was officially declared eradicated in 1980.
天花。
Smother. The smoke from the fire almost smothered the entire room.
使，窒息。
Smuggle. They were caught trying to smuggle drugs across the border.
走私。
Snare. The hunter set a snare for the rabbit.
圈套。